Hey guys, what is up? It's Jay, and today I want to talk about a theory, or well, a few theories, that I had for the new Zelda game, Breath of the Wild. These theories are going to be on how to obtain the Master Sword and the Hylian shield. That is, if we get them at all. With a brand new title, brought a brand new take on the entire game. So, how about we discuss this, and be sure to leave your own theories and thoughts in the comments below. So ask anybody in the Zelda fandom to name the most iconic things about Link, and they'll obviously say the green tunic, Master Sword, and the Hylian shield. However, in all of the footage we got at E3, we didn't see any of those at all. But then again, how far into it was the gameplay we actually saw? We have no idea. That could still have all taken place in the first half of the game for all we know. We do see in the trailer that they showed this nasty weather and darkness to it that's kind of similar to what happened in Ocarina of Time when you wake up from the long sleep. And we don't really know how this darkness comes about in the game, so I'll be talking about that in my last theory actually. So when and how do you get these two iconic items? My first theory is simple. Never. It's possible that we could never get them in this game. We see at the end of the trailer that the Master Sword is in very, very bad shape and likely unusable. So, who really knows, we might not actually get to see them in this game. My second theory is also simple. DLC. That's it, that's literally the whole of this theory, is it's just downloadable content, and that's how you get it. My third theory is that we're going to get it similar to kind of how we did into games like A Link to the Past, which is the most recent old game that I played, where you go into the woods and you just go and get it. I can't say whether or not I think it's something you can do early in the game, as I'm really iffy about that, but it's something to think about for sure. But in this theory, I believe that you will get it. It'll just be once you can get to the area it's located in, which looks like this foresty area, then you just go and get it. However, with this theory, I can't guess a good way to get the Hylian shield outside of buying it or finding it. They did confirm that there will be villages, so there will also most likely be shops. But I can't think of a good way that you might get the shield that isn't boring old buying it. The only other thing I can think of is that you'd find it in a treasure chest. Which, actually, there could be one that materializes next to the sword after you pull it out. It's not like that kind of thing is new to this series. As for the sword being all nasty and unusable, in this theory you would go to either like a smithy to have it restored, or it would magically fix itself because it's now with the hero. My final theory, however, is very unlikely, but I'll just talk about it anyway. Zelda fans are very familiar with time travel, as it's happened in multiple games already, and there's been no confirmation one way or the other that time travel is going to be in this game or not. Earlier I mentioned, in the trailer we see a point where it quickly goes from light to dark, and it looks like something very evil happened, like in Ocarina of Time. We don't yet know exactly when this is going to take place in the game, but I've had a thought about this that also has to do with the Master Sword and Hylian shield. The theory goes like this. At some point in the game, maybe midway, maybe a little after midway, something like the Sheikah Slate or some other thing will give you the ability to time travel back to before the sword got all rotted, at which point you can now take it out and use it. And then along with that, you'd be able to still get the shield in one of the ways I mentioned earlier, like in a shop. Since this will be an earlier time period, it could be in a shop somewhere, just like Ocarina of Time's early time period was. Or it appears in a chest near the sword, or something like that. One thing I'm very confident about is that you're not going to receive it when you do things like finishing all the dungeons. Alright, so these have been my theories on how you might be able to get, or not get, the Master Sword and Hylian shield in Breath of the Wild. Like I said in the beginning of the video, let me know your theories and thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys later.